Welcome to the Living in Utah live question and answer session Thursday evening. I try to show up every Thursday. Couldn't make it last week. My area that I do this in, I had the relatives dog, cat, and rabbit down here. So it was a little chaotic while they were on vacation. So couldn't make it last week. State of Utah, right now we're doing good. This week, northern Utah, about 80-degree temperatures all week. It's going to get a little warmer. This weekend, they project we're going to get it into the 90s. If you are in the state of Utah and you're looking for something to do next weekend, there's the air show at Hill Air Force Base. Very good show. They always put on a great show. It only comes every couple years, 2 to 3 years. The Thunderbirds will be here. The F-35 demonstration team will be here. They're actually based out of Hill Air Force Base. Many other aircraft. It's a top-notch deal if you plan on going out. There's some options too. Usually, UTA normally will run buses from some of the train stations. Check the UTA website, see what they have going. It's one of the best ways. It'll take you straight onto the base, drop you off right there for the air show, and then take you back. There is parking on the base. Usually the lines getting into the base, and then when you leave are rather long. The buses in previous years, I'm not too sure how they're running it this year, but in previous years, the buses have had dedicated routes that goes through a different gate, typically, to get you there quicker. So, if you're looking for something to do, this week's topic: Denver is sending migrants to Utah. The governor's a little upset. He's a little upset. The governor that we have, Governor Cox, he's not afraid to speak his mind. Not at all. He'll tell you how it's going. So the article states that Denver officials have been paying for travel costs to send migrants to Utah. And the governor said that is unacceptable and that the state's resources are completely depleted. He goes on to state that we recently learned that the Democratic mayor of Denver has been sending illegal immigrants to Utah without proper notification or approval. The Republican governor said, that'd be Governor Cox, this is completely unacceptable and follows on the failed catch and release policy of the Biden administration. He goes on to state, he gets a little bit more heated. Governor Cox stated, "Let me say this clearly as possible. Utah is not a sanctuary state. It has never been a sanctuary state. It will never be a sanctuary state. And anyone who tells you otherwise is lying." So the governor is upset. I believe somewhere in the article, 1,680 people so far have been bused to the Salt Lake City area. Interesting problem that we're having around the country. And I think for a lot of people in Utah, we felt we were, with another state's problem, Texas and Arizona. And now it's hitting the state of Utah. So, and it does bring a lot of problems to the state. So many states, we're all dealing with the same issue. Love to know your opinion. Do you agree? Do you think or do you feel that things will change in another maybe 6 months after November? So interesting. It's that time of every 4 years, the political scene starts to ramp up, and some major decisions will have to be made here come November. I saw a t-shirt, very interesting. It came to mind when I was just saying that. Somebody was wearing a t-shirt that said, "I'm voting for the felon." I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So, yeah, interesting. Any questions for this evening? Now I'm going to call it an evening, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. And take care. Stay safe. See you next week.